It had been a long, painful week. I had not had a client for as long as I could remember, and the weather was doing nothing to lighten my mood. I sat in my office praying for any semblance of a case, hoping beyond hope for what seemed unreachable. My mood was about as favorable as my grandmother's red beet pie, which was probably the worst thing I'd ever tasted. As the rain continued to pour from the sky, I heard a bell ring. I looked up in hope. A pretty young lass finally strode into my office like she owned the place. I gasped in shock. "Agnes, I haven't seen you in 24 years. She quickly explained to me the situation going on. Seems matter of fact, she had a missing person case for me. She explained to me that the person missing was Spring. I recognized her immediately, and it was a shame that she had gone missing. The prospect of a new case and client excited me to no end. Maybe by solving this case, I could figure out why everyone's mood had been so dreary lately. I took her money, shook her hand, and set out on the mission that I had been given. I was determined to find Spring, and I would die trying. My name is Detective Aaron Pribble with the Wells County Chamber of Commerce. I'm here to bring you the monthly newsletter. Also, Justice. I've been given a case to find Spring, so today I'm setting out to see if anyone has seen it or can point me in the right direction. The first thing I had to address was the Chamber's April Member of the Month, River Terrace Retirement Community. They opened in 2013 and sit on 37 acres of beautiful land and continue to be great members in our community that create events to bring people together and partnering with local organizations. A great congratulations was due to River Terrace before I got started. We next stumbled upon the sponsors at the customer service seminar that took place in April. There were over 200 potential witnesses that attended the session overall. There were several amazing sponsors whom we could not have done it without, including News Banner, Family Ford of Bluffton, iCare Associates, Alexan, and Ossian State Bank. We owe a great thank you to all of these sponsors, as well as everyone who attended. Thank you for making this awesome event a reality. I also discovered someone who had heard through the grapevine of several new chamber members, Bona Vita Architecture, Double D Home Improvements, and our friends at Mark Will Do It Best Hardware. I examined all of them, and after an intense interrogation, I found that none of these were suspicious enough to have stolen Spring. As I was also searching through the classifieds, I discovered an ad for the Leadership Academy applications. It appeared that the deadline to submit these was June 14th. If you had never attended a Leadership Academy, contact Aaron, that's me, and I'll tell you the value of the program. It will change the way you think, the way you deal with people, and how you lead others. After I went through all these applications, everybody still appeared innocent. I was at a crossroads. I next examined the several members in the news that had appeared recently. Both the Bluffton and Ossian downtown revitalization efforts were recommended for Regional Cities Initiative funding. You can read all about it in this newsletter I'm publishing. Also, Farm Credit Mid-America for their beautiful renovation was recognized. Go on in and visit and get a tour. They welcome you with open arms. BKM had a business after hours at their new Ossian location. They moved to 105 North Jefferson Street, a beautiful and huge building. Also, a previous client of mine, Angie Top at American Mortgage, qualified for the 2018 Chairman's Club, and the Change Up thrift store just moved to 112 North Marion Street in Bluffton, a really beautiful location. With so many positive events going on in Wells County, I was starting to doubt and truly wonder if I would ever find the culprit behind the heist of Spring. There were so many events coming up too that I began to feel overwhelmed. The free lunch on the Chamber Appreciation Day on the patio of the Arts and Commerce Visitor Center was upcoming rapidly on Wednesday, June 21st. Both the chicken barbecue on July 15th and the Chamber golf outing on August 1st were rapidly approaching as well. There were so many good things going on in Wells County, I didn't know where to look. I had what appeared to be detective writer's block. I couldn't find another clue, and I was stuck. I sat there along with my client, thinking and racking my brain for any possible solutions to who stole Spring. While I was thinking hard, I remembered the sage advice of my beloved mother. Sometimes you just have to find the spring in the midst of the bad weather. Maybe it was just a matter of time before beautiful spring came out of hiding. We quickly darted outside and looked at the weather, knowing that whether or not we saw it now, spring was on the horizon. I closed up the office that day satisfied with another case solved and also looking forward to May.